The Euro Mobility Package, as everyone in logistics knows, is a set of proposals and measures presented by the European Commission to improve road transport in the European Union and ensure fair competition, safer roads and reduced emissions. While the first two phases have already been adopted in 2018 and 2020 respectively, implementation of the third phase has started, with key milestones for transport and logistics due to happen in July 2026. From this date, vehicles over 2.5 tonne must have tachographs and comply with driver hours regulation in the same way that HGVs currently do. This is to prevent competition issues caused by vans with sleeper cabs. It will also increase road safety. With many key industries moving just-in-time freight and using dedicated vans to ship their urgent cargo, exactly how will Phase 3 of the EU Mobility Package affect the time-critical sector? Espace have been moving time-critical freight for over 23 years now, and we work with industries such as automotive and aerospace to move any urgent cargo for them. I'm pleased to be joined today by Geoff Yates, our commercial director. Geoff's joined us from Poland and he's come to chat to me today on the couch in the lounge at Espace HQ. He started his career with Espace on German operations, and then actually developed and built our freight emergency service, which is our time-critical service offering here at Espace. So Geoff's really well versed in time-critical freight and the complexities involved in operations in that department. Geoff, welcome to the couch.
Thank you, Kelly. Nice to be here. Thank you.
How's Poland?
It's wonderful. It's been a great adventure. Been a wonderful time, and looking forward to the summer. I've got to say, it's been a long winter.
We're glad to have you here with us anyway for a few weeks. So, Euro Mobility Phase 3.
Yes.
Can you tell us more about it?
Yeah, absolutely. The Euro Mobility 3 is to deliver on the EU's Vision Zero, which is to have zero road fatalities on the road by 2050. Mm-hmm. And there will be a phased sort of introduction, then phased goal, a middle goal of 2030 to halve the fatalities on the road. Mm-hmm. And there's the realisation that at the moment vehicles are driven by humans. Humans do make mistakes, but it's putting things in the background of there to allow those mistakes to be less impactful. So we're looking at new technologies in there, and that's technologies that will affect commercial and domestic vehicles. Mm-hmm. We're looking at tachographs for commercial. Mm-hmm. We're looking at driver awareness technology, and also other road users, so pedestrians and cyclists, technology that allows the detection of other road users as well.
And so there have been different phases which you know about. We've gone through Phase 1 and Phase 2. Yeah. Phase 3 is until July 2026.
That's right. Actually, Phase 3 started. The tachographs will come in 2026.
Okay, yeah. and that's I think the key factor that we want to chat about. But tell us how all of the phases, all of the parts of Phase 3 will affect anybody moving time-critical freight.
It will. I mean, to give you an example now, we could move 8 pallets a tonne today from my house in Poznan to here in Burnswood in a little over 16 hours. Mm-hmm. As a people company, we realise we can't ask somebody to do that. This driver has a family, he's got children, he's got responsibilities, and it's unsafe for other road users as well. Mm-hmm. So we always build in a decent break schedule for a driver to adhere to. Mm-hmm. But there's nothing to say by law that's got to happen. So these changes will bring in sort of mandatory brakes for drivers, and of course with the tachograph they will be in line with other heavy goods vehicles. Mm-hmm. So you could only drive for a maximum of 10 hours a day. Mm-hmm. You will have to take a 9-hour break, and that will slow the delivery of just-in-time deliveries.
So do you feel like we might see more driver relays, or people might move to air freight on European?
Yeah, we're looking at different solutions. We've been working on this for a while. It's been on the horizon for a while. We know it's coming in, and we have several different partners who run Express for us, either exclusively or on a partnership basis. And we're working with them to make sure that the solutions are in place and that we can help as much as we can in order to deliver those solutions. Mm-hmm. So we are looking at multiple things like driver relays, like strategic warehousing locations, like scheduled trunking, but all of that is backed up as well by a full air solution. So we're looking at air charters, partial charters, next flight out, onboard couriers, to make sure that just in time is affected as least as possible.
And so for anybody, any manufacturers out there that are listening today, within the top sort of leading industries that are moving time-critical freight, have you got any particular advice for them?
Yeah, my advice is don't panic. We've got 3 years to go, so it's always the same advice. Don't panic. Speak to your planning department. Make sure that they're aware that this is coming in, and awareness really. And also to speak to freight forwarders, speak to our industry. And you mentioned about solutions in place. A haulier might have one solution that suits them, that suits their customers. as a freight forwarder, again, we have multiple hauliers, we have solutions in place. We like to have more than one. We like to juggle our things here.
Yeah, it's not just about network either, is it? It's about different modes, different solutions, and what capabilities we're, not just us, but other freight forwarders on the market can offer to maintain that level of critical care within the time critical freight sector.
Absolutely. It will. The need for the industry is there, and it's making sure that the roads are as safe as possible, and the effects of the new technology coming in lessens the impact on manufacturing industry as least as possible.
Yeah, good. So that's very promising.
Yeah, absolutely.
No need to panic.
Don't panic.
There will be solutions, and in the freight world, we are all working towards that to minimise any risk and any potential damage. But it's the e-mobility 3, the whole heart of the whole process is there to make this, make the roads safer.
Absolutely.
And bring about positive change.
It's all positive. It is a very positive change. It's looking at road structures. The whole thing is public transport as well. It will be very much a safer picture, an international law. It's all very positive.
Thank you so much, Geoff.
Thank you.
I hope that today's episode of EspaceTV has helped to shed some light on the forthcoming changes and phase 3 of the e-mobility package. If you're moving just-in-time freight and are concerned about the changes in any way, or have questions on the matter, give us a call. As always, we're here to help.